What you got?
I was just wondering, did you see the SEC's announcement on crypto?
Yes.
What do you think? Game changer?
Well,
We were just talking about.
It helps mainstream Bitcoin. It gives people who are reluctant to self-custody Bitcoin an opportunity to integrate it into their investment portfolios in a way that people are familiar with and comfortable with.
I was just talking to Elizabeth Warren. She says more is needed, especially anti-money laundering stuff. Do you think this kind of spurs Congress on to act?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Efforts to delegitimize Bitcoin here in Congress, I think now are going to be seen as ill-conceived,
Yeah.
and it's time to get past that dialogue and get on to having a well-understood regulatory framework that protects consumers. That's what Senator Gillibrand and I have been advocating for all along. So I'm pleased to see it.
Yeah.
I think that this is an indication that Bitcoin has gone mainstream, and it's time to have a clearly understood regulatory framework.
Were you surprised that Congress hasn't even acted after FTX collapsed?
Oh, I know. It's
And
just
that's people's livelihoods.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
We the reason FTX was organized offshore is so they could defraud people. Binance is offshore. They were brought to justice for helping fund illicit finance. Those companies are offshore because they don't want to comply with even current U.S. regulation. So why don't we have a legitimate regulatory framework so good companies can function in the United States and use digital assets in the traditional, well-understood, well-regulated economy in the U.S. Other countries are way ahead of us in terms of regulating digital assets. And because of that, legitimate companies are going where there's a well-understood regulatory framework. Right now in the United States, the legitimate companies are being regulated by enforcement action, which includes penalties for doing things that they're trying to comply with but are not getting good information from the regulators. So they're frustrated and they're moving offshore. We need to have a clearly understood regulatory framework in this country, and we're missing opportunities to do that.